Mama has been a very outstanding leader, I must say. She is so loved in this university. The students call her Mama. The staff call her Mama. Some people call her Auntie. She was a real mother. She's a no-nonsense woman when it comes to issues of corruption, when it comes to issues of influence peddling. She was a very principled lady as far as her vision and the objectives of how she wants this university to be. Indeed, she will be missed by the community of the university. Definitely, Mama has performed exceptionally, very highly. You realize when she was handed the mantle to build the Muni University, there was no single structure in Muni Hill. But today you can see the beautiful structures that are standing on Muni Hill. That can only come from a leader who is outrightly principled and committed to the service that she was appointed to. Thank you. At the moment yesterday we drew a tentative budget which comes to about 105 million, but this budget excludes the activities that are taking place in Kampala. This was only to handle issues in Adua here and probably part of the activities in Moyo. Now this budget has to be merged with the national budget that is being looked at together with the Ministry of Education, the family, and the Muni University. So part of the meeting in Kampala is also to look at the issues of the budget. But for now, we have elected a chairman, a central organizing chairman, to do the coordination of resource mobilization in the committee in Muni and indeed West Nile.
The leaders of West Nile in the 8th Parliament and together with the leaders of the local governments at that time. So what you see today standing as the Muni University has been the blueprint that was identified by Professor Christie and the team that she led from task force to a university leadership, where we now have a university council. We had her as the university vice chancellor. We have the governing council, the senate, the student guild, the students body, and the infrastructure that you see. So, in a nutshell, Professor Christine has been the brain behind Muni University, and for that matter, a gift that the people of West Nile advocated for, which we are interested in to her has been put to better use. I remember when the president came and saw what was done with the little money that had been given to her, he was like, how was this possible? You know, he couldn't expect that with the little resources she could achieve what had been achieved. And he immediately commended her and promised that whatever she advocates for will be done. So she has died a very clean person, somebody we admire, somebody we emulate, somebody we draw inspiration from, somebody will want the remaining staff and those who are going to follow in her footsteps to ensure that whatever she advocated for continues to stand and drives this university forward.
This is a very tough time for us as students of Muni University. It has come so untimely to us as humans. The news came and really spoiled the day, I would say, when we got to know or to hear that it had happened. Actual students didn't know how to react to the whole situation. We have been saddened. We feel darkness has actually fallen over us because the loss of Mama has become, or is a very big loss to us as students of Mourns University. Mama was a very loving person, I would say. She was so caring, she was darling, she was simple, she was approachable. She is somebody every student loved. She was one person who didn't want to see any student complaining. She would always come to our aid. So her going has really been a loss to the institution of Muni.
She has championed girl-child education in this country, a committed leader. So we are going to miss her, and I don't know how we are going to bridge the gap. Nevertheless, this is what we shall all go through. My appeal to all Ugandans is that we need to commit our time, our valuables, so such that we organize befitting send-off. This is what we can do for her at the moment. And we should not forget the family members. Professor is paying orphans in schools. I have not established the number. This afternoon, immediately after our meeting at the university, I visited one of the daughter who is in Edofe, a girls' secondary school, in senior 4. We are even fearing to break the news to her. As of now, we have engaged specialists to see how best they can counsel her and break the news of the sad demise of our professor. I am appealing to all the community members in the region. There is going to be serious activities as we prepare to send her to the Lord. One of the activities that there is going to be a joint regional council meeting to be held in Moyo on Tuesday. I am calling upon my colleagues, honorable councillors, to turn up such that we pronounce ourselves and even make an appeal